Oh yeah, so that is an hour now on that one. That one I'm sure you just said is useless. I've just realised, folks, that everything I've just said on this camera, comparing it with that camera, is useless, because that camera is not even switched on. I turned it on, forgot to press record. Right folks, welcome. I'm going to start this vlog all over again, because the whole point of this vlog was, one, to introduce you to the new GoPro Hero7 BLACK, and also show you a comparison, not between the GoPro and the Drift, but between, basically to show off the stabilisation of this camera with my old one. So you've got my old view there, my new view there. I've done probably an hour of a ride, talking about comparisons and telling you to look at this one and that one. Realised that I'd switched this on but not pressed record. What a turd! Anyway, so welcome to the channel first of all, and to the new GoPro Hero7 BLACK. I'm going to show you the best stabilisation I've ever seen in a camera. Perfect. Come on, let's go for a ride. Now I've got to try and muster up the same enthusiasm that I had in the last vlog that will be binned, just to show you and bring you this all over again. Oh dear me. Before I go any further, I need to tell you about something that's happening very, very, very cool. Some of you might remember I mentioned something a while ago about something exciting happening at this year's Motorcycle Live show at the NEC. And I've just been given the green light. So, this year, there's going to be, I'm very, very happy to say, a YouTubers slash motovloggers slash influencers stand. How cool is that? And also, I've been invited. Yes! So, Sunday the 18th of November, there's going to be myself, Gaz and Egon. We're going to be there all day in the social hub, YouTuber stand, whatever you want to call it. It's called the social hub. We'll call it the social hub. We'll be sharing that day with Mr. Lamb Chop Rides. Lovely, lovely bloke. We met him at Bruntingthorpe. Some of you may remember. Cracking bloke. So anyway, we're sharing that with him all day, so I'm very happy about that. I'm not sure how he feels about it, but anyway, we're sharing it with him. And we're also there all day on Thursday the 22nd. So yeah, it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be just like a place where we can hang out, just come and meet us. The cameras are all going to be there rolling, so we can, for the channel. So we must take advantage of that to make a decent vlog for you all. But yeah, anyone that comes to see us is going to be on it. But yeah, very, very excited about that. There's going to be loads more vloggers there. And YouTubers. I'm not sure of their days and things yet, but anyway, yeah. I know Teapot One is going to be there on Saturday the 17th, the day before us. Mr. Missenden, I think, is on the following Sunday, the 25th, and that's all I know about at the moment. But yeah, so please do, if you've been a fan of the channel, please do come and say hello to us. We're going to be there all day Sunday the 18th and all day Thursday the 22nd of November at the bike show. So come and say hello. Have your picture took with us and we can chuck you on the channel. Yeah. Egon's going to be on bar duties, and Gaz is going to be sitting in the corner with a muzzle on to hopefully stop him talking people to death. Anyway, let's go for a ride on that note. Talking people to death. All right, I want to show you this stabilisation. It's incredible. I've done quite a few videos now. Now, what I did, I've brought the Ghost out as well. Not to compare the Ghost with not to compare Drift with GoPro, because there's no comparison. Two very different cameras. But the reason I wanted to show you is because, that's been my camera forever. So I just want to show you the old view versus the new view. and also the just how good this stabilisation is on this new Hero7 Black. This road is very bumpy. What I'm going to do when we get rolling is split the screen, so the drift's going to be on the left and the GoPro is going to be on the right, and just to show you how different it is. Obviously I'm wearing it on the same helmet. Which way should we go? We'll go left. Wearing it on the same helmet, so there can be no argument as to how I filmed it. You've got proof right there. So it's not as if I'm driving with a wobbly head. Don't know how it does it. There's some wizardry going off inside there. But GoPro are calling it their gimbal killer. Basically eliminating the need for a gimbal. And if that is so, and if this performs as well as they say, it's a game changer. It is a game changer. The only thing that's rubbish about this new setup is you can't just plug a mic into the camera anymore. You have to have this adapter. I've very stealthily hidden it underneath it. It's there, look, the big lump there. It's not actually that big, but it's hidden nicely underneath the camera, so you can't really see it, and I'm happy about that. But let's go for another take. Very bumpy road. But what I'm going to do is put do a split screen now, and you can see just how oh, I know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go to that Allport Heights where I went when I had the new VFR. It's good for photography. Yeah, you can see just how stable the picture is. The horizon, if you look, just does not move. It's not bouncing up and down like the Ghost is, like the camera is. The camera's bouncing up and down, but the horizon is absolutely true to life. It's not moving. The only one thing I'm disappointed in is the battery life is still not good. I am filming at 2.7 at 60 frames a second, so it will use a little bit more juice. But it's still only doing... The first battery just died at an hour, and that's terrible. The GoPro, the Hero 4 that's facing me, that you're looking at me with, is what I've been using on the helmet, because you don't need the big mic adapter. And that battery does last an hour, that's it. But I'm used to it now. I've got loads of batteries and I'm used to it lasting an hour, so I've got used to it. Whereas the Hero 5 that I used to have pointing at my face lasts for 2 hours. It's the same battery on the Hero 7, but this Hero 7 has only just lasted an hour. So, a bit crap, but again, might be something to get used to. If the quality outweighs, then sacrifices we have to make, isn't it? To bring you lot the most perfect parcel of beauty that I can. Cracking view up here, folks. Allport Heights, near Wirksworth in Derbyshire. So this is a very bumpy road as well. My head is bobbing quite a lot. What does the picture look like? You'll notice that the horizon is perfect and the bike is moving. We're just fresh back from Spain, Picos, mega trip, and you'll be glad to know that it was so good I decided to bump that tour series to the forefront, and the first episode is almost complete, so that will be following this video very shortly. We had a cracking time, and we figured out on there actually that I've just done over 4,000 miles now on these Michelin Road 5s. And you know what, they still look perfect. Such a great tyre. And I'm also glad that it's been quite a while now, hasn't it, since I went to the Seville thing. I think it was February when they first came out, and that so many people are also buying them and making their own minds up, you know, and everybody's saying the same. They're great tyres, and like I say, I've done 4,000 mile on these now. They still look great, and I will most definitely be putting them back on once these are spent. There's plenty to go yet, so it'll be interesting to see how many we can get out of it, how many miles. You'll be glad to know as well, viewers of last year's PCOS series, you'll be glad to know that this year's series went without incident. We did have some issues, but they will show themselves in due course. But all in all, it was a great trip, and we even visited Barry's Corner for a photo for him. So have a look at this photo here. Gaz even found his dad's panniers in the hedge, still with his dad's tablets in. So Baz, if you just happen to be watching this video, get ready, pal, because yeah, we pay homage to you, my friend, and visit your, what we now call in Barry's Corner, and in any future PCOS series we'll be calling that Barry's Corner. Any future PCOS visits, should I say. Gaz said my dad is absolutely going to hate the fact that we've done this and come down here for a photo. But it was lovely. I tell you what was lovely about the series, about the trip this time, is normally when we go on tour, we're on tour, aren't we? So we'll just go from place to place. Where this time we sailed straight into Santander and then rode to Potes, which is in the heart of the PCOS, basically. It's a lovely, lovely old town, just on the, not the heart of it, just on the outskirts of it. And then I did us three lovely routes every day, different routes. And oh man, you know, just having the time to enjoy and be there instead of having to push on to the next place were lovely. Absolutely cracking villa that we stayed in, that I will recommend over and over. And it was superb, it really was. And the old town of Potes is gorgeous. And also, because we went just out of season, so October the 7th, did we go? Yeah, October the 7th, I think. There was nobody there. Nobody. It was just empty. We'd been out one day for hours, and one of the lads said, "Do you realise we've seen probably 5 cars all day?" Yeah. Anyway, back to this GoPro. So, what do you think? The stabilisation is just, I don't know how they do it. It's unbelievable. It eliminates the whole point of having a gimbal. And you can get gimbals that you wear on your chest now, and then you drop your GoPro into it, and it's on its own axis, so it just, you know, it stabilises everything perfectly. But then it's another battery to charge, another device to have to worry about. Where this is just swat your camera on and away you go. It's called Hyper Smooth. The stabilisation is called Hyper Smooth, and it's perfect. But yeah, I'm still fine-tuning it and fine-tuning some of the settings and getting it how I like it. If I can fine-tune it to work for me, I will be using this camera as my main vlogging camera, just because the stabilisation is so beautiful. But also it's nice to have the comparison to look at. Again, I'm not comparing GoPro to drift cameras, because we've got two very different cameras there, very different indeed. But you know, 95% of my channel has been off this camera on my head, on the top of my head. So it's nice to be able to see my old view, what you're all used to, and the new view with a new camera side by side, or A-ing and B-ing. I've dropped a clanger here, haven't I? I'm not sitting in all this traffic. No sir, Bob. We've also got something else to tell you, but I'm not going to just yet. Doing something very, very, very exciting in January. All booked and done, but it's top secret at the moment. But I promise you, you will love it. yeah, it's going to be ace, and I'm very pleased we managed to pull it together. Don't you just love when a plan come together? That should have been Hannibal. It was more like BA. What do you think to this stabilisation? It's different gravy, isn't it? There's also something else that's very cool about this H7 Hero7. I'm only calling it H because when I'm editing and the video tracks, I name them, you know, S for Ghost S, H4, H5, H7. So that's why I'm calling it H7. So the Hero7 Black is there's another very cool feature on it that's called time warp, and basically it's you've heard of time lapses, where you stick your camera down somewhere and it takes a photo every second for whatever, and then it stitches together into a very fast moving clip, and then there's hyperlapse, which is the same thing but the camera's moving instead of being static. Well, this is now GoPro's version called time warp, and it's basically a hyperlapse, but it uses the same stabilisation technology as the hypersmooth that its main thing now for the normal filming. Stitches it together so you can just walk around with your camera, even just walking with it and holding it, and it's sped up to, like, I don't know, 30 times or 15 times, 10 times, whatever, and it's so perfectly smooth. It's just I'm sure it takes a bit of technique to get it perfect, but it's a really, really good job. And I'm going to stop in a minute. I'm going to switch it over to time warp. We're also going to be doing, for this Motorcycle Live, we've got 2 free tickets to give out. So we're going to be doing a free giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Ooh. Right, I'm going to switch over. Switch the bike off a minute. To time warp. Oh, just give me a second. I'm going to move this adapter. Yeah, look, you'll see the adapter now. So this whole thing is just for the mic. But it's a lovely stabilised view. Beautiful, in fact. Just going to swap over to time warp and show you that beautiful feature as well. Okay, so give us a sec. There you go, folks. So that was your little time warp. Sorry, wasn't it? Tasty? Tasty, tasty? Right, I know my mates are in here now, so I'm going to ring them and say, oi, bring one out to me, because I'm not going in. So like I said, the first Spain episode is coming right after this video. And it's a belter. Time to go home and get some tea. Don't forget, folks, Motorcycle Live NEC. Sunday the 18th of November, Thursday the 22nd of November. That's where we shall be. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.